Things are heating up. You should know that right now. It's the F, the I, the R, the E, it's the fire. What I want to tell you are a lot of what's happening in the desert when the summertime hits. You may have thoughts, you may have rumors, you may have something for me, but I got something for you. Come with me, see what I see. In the historic city of La Quinta, in the beautiful community of Capistrano. But before we do that, I do want to get some house cleaning items out of the way for your summertime needs. First of all, you're working outside. There's a couple of things you want to know in the summer. First, you got to protect yourself. So pop the collar, not for style, but for your skin, okay? What the last thing you want to do happen is your neck's getting burned out here while you're doing just some small things. We're not gonna, I'm not gonna rearrange the whole place, okay? But there's things you gotta do if you live in the desert. Second, switch to sunglasses, protect the eyes. Of course you wanna protect the eyes. I don't wanna be burning and squinting, then you get the lines, then you see the doctor, and it never ends, okay? And then on top of that, for more safety, get one of these hats. Look, I know I look like Indiana Jones, and sometimes I live that lifestyle too. I'm a wild man, but you need to keep all that shade around your whole head, nothing but the head, so help your head. Lastly, maybe the most important, when you're using your hands outside in the desert, in the triple digits, you gotta have gloves. Why? Why do I need gloves, Nick? That's a great question. Glad you asked. Because things are hot, especially metal, but plastic can get hot, and dust, dirt, grime, all these things. If you're not ready, you're gonna be very upset. But if you have all of your items and you're ready to go, I can tackle this, right? I'm touching this, nothing's too hot, right? I got this going down. Perfect. Pull it out. It's not burning my hands. It's not burning my hands. I can touch anything. Gloves are helping. I'm not getting burned. Collar pop. Ready for that over here. Perfection, okay? Sorry I had to leave you, but that's what you're looking for, okay? If you don't have all of this, you're gonna be in trouble. I don't want you to be in trouble. I want you to be on top of the world. Then I come over here, see this? I gotta pick up some of these. These get hot too. These get dusty too. Hands are still clean, nothing's getting burned. So those are a couple of small items as you have to do your backyard cleanup or preparation. We always have covers for all of our furniture. I recommend that. Two reasons. One, the sun is just gonna shred anything. Give it about 3 seasons and you won't have covers anymore. You'll have women's lingerie and it'll be very thin. The second reason is with the covers, you're gonna keep everything for more than that 1 or 2, 3 seasons, okay? Take this furniture, for instance. Nice wood, okay? If we're not protecting this, the sun's gonna bleach it. Then all the fabric items, the pillows, they're gonna lose their robustness, their firmness. They're gonna lose their integrity. And then you're gonna be dealing with a pillow that's just disintegrating. You don't want that. You wanna keep all of this. If you have a cover for the pool, I recommend that, okay? And when you have a cover for a nice couch like this, you can actually put all of the pillows inside the cover and they're gonna be safe. It's excellent, it's excellent. All right, I'm gonna get these covers on and then let's take you inside so you can see this beautiful property. I hope you can see it behind me. I mean, look at the pool. You got the California room outside. We got turf out here. This is artificial turf. It's the best stuff. I recommend it. You don't want to have grass unless you're going to hire the landscaper. And this particular property, actually, it's got all the concrete. It's got a beautiful plumbed in fire pit. This is salt water. Can you smell it? Can you smell it? That's salt water in the air. It's got all the fun lighting. You know what I mean? You can party in this pool. You do whatever you want. And on top of that, look out now. Sometimes the AC speaks to you. Always call your local AC company. Another tool is to have that checked right before the summer. Don't call too late. Everybody calls too late. Now you're in line. It's just like Disneyland. Get there early. But if you get that checked out, then your system's going to be operating at a great great. It's going to be doing its best. Your filters, your refrigerant, etc., etc. Okay. So let me finish out here. It's gorgeous today. It's a little warm. That's why we have our equipment on. But we'll go inside and we'll see the house inside, where it's nice and cool. And that's where I like to be when it's 100. Now, La Quinta offers, I would say, the best of both worlds. And you have golf. Everyone loves playing golf out here, okay? Everybody's a big golfer. Of course, you got pickleball, you got tennis, you have all those. Sports, social clubs, it's a country club scene, so many golf courses. But you also have the historic side, where if you go to Old Town La Quinta, as the locals call it, you got all the fun restaurants, and you also have little art festivals throughout the year. You have your farmers market, okay? Those social get-togethers really bring the community together, and that's what I love. And that's where we are. We're in La Quinta. I got to show you this house. It's gorgeous, okay? This is the 2911 plan. If you've seen a D.R. Horton build in the last 5 years in La Quinta, this is probably the most favorite plan of all. It's gorgeous because you have 4 bedrooms. You have a casita for your guests. The master bedroom is so spacious. The bathroom the same way. And then the kitchen here, where we are right now, I might as well just show you. This is that open floor plan. So you have the kitchen here, and it opens up to a dining room, and they've done a heck of a job, haven't they? I mean, would you take a look at this? They've done the wood paneling, they've done the black paint. The black is now in, folks. If you didn't know, what's the new color of the season? This is it. We're standing in it. It's magnificent. The pictures don't do it justice. You got to see it in person. If you want to see it in person, come see me. I'll show it to you. But I might sell it before you get here because you're slow. And then here's the beauty. Here's the beauty. So as you walk in the front door, right? You have a foyer. You have a foyer, and then from the foyer, you move right into the incredible room here, and you have kitchen, and it's massive, and then you also have back here family room, because it's the great room. And so all of this is together. This is where we want to be, right? Isn't this what we do? We eat, we play, we relax, all in one room. We don't want to go anywhere anymore unless we're going to bed. And so positive to that is this addition. This is the breakfast nook. I love this light fixture. Let me know if you love it. All their fixtures, actually. These are great ones in the kitchen. They did the mirror brick black backsplash. The changed out. This is not builder grade, and that's what you're going to notice in this house. Even though this was a floor plan you could select, this thing has been upgraded to make it feel custom. Wife's favorite, walk-in pantry. Of course, you need a big one. You got the laundry room down here. You got a beautiful car garage, 2-car plus storage. If you wanted the golf cart nook, that was part of it. They don't have a golf cart. They don't play a whole lot of golf, so they made it a storage area. Let me take you through here. And then we're facing south over here. That's what you want in the desert, for one big reason. You get all the sunshine, and in this location, which a lot of them are as well, you get the mountains in the background. And those mountains, really why you're here, it's indoor-outdoor living, right? Indoor-outdoor living. I did all of the beautiful window treatments, the casings around the doors, like I said, the light fixtures. Let me take you in to where the magic happens. I love the wood acoustic paneling. It's one of my favorites. Looks lovely. Gives it a nice touch. Master bedroom. Again, you get pool views here. It's spacious. You get your bed any size in here. Bathrooms are always well endeavored, I would say, with the new builds. I mean, you just have so much more space. If you buy mid-century, which those are huge, Palm Springs, Rancho Mirage, Indian Wells. I like the mid-century. You get a little claustrophobic because it's so compartmentalized. Because back then you had a galley kitchen. Somehow everybody was like 8 feet max, so the doorways are right here, and your bathrooms are tiny. Who was that small? Did we really grow that much in 50 to 70 years? We're just massive human beings? Or do we just like to stretch out now? I don't understand. But big closets, shower, you saw the tub. There's a secondary closet because everyone needs to. And so I bought a new build. I love it. And if you buy the one that you really want that has everything, I think you're going to be in it for years. In my case, we might want to move because it doesn't have everything. We want more. We want a 3-car garage. We want single level. I mean, all of these things we thought we didn't need. Again, beautiful powder bathroom, more wood paneling, great for art. It makes everything have a sense of place. It gives it maybe a more of a portrait to then put your art on top of that. You follow me with that? Lovely. So this is the flex space. You might call it the den. You might call it the living room, but that's a family room, great room. They did more of my fave. Plus, they nailed it with the brick. And so this room, if you've seen any of the other builds, they don't have this feeling. They don't have it. They don't have it. And then you get that picture in the back with the dining room. This really is one of a kind from the fingerprint that they put on it. And you're gonna love it. If you come see it in person, you're like, this is great. If you want to be in La Quinta, great. You're winning, you're winning, you're winning. Real quick, I'll just bust in here. These are the bedrooms. Family, guests, whatever, but good size. Come in here. You know what I do like is these are all on like automatic switches. Bang, they're on. Then you have a jack and a Jill. And so from the jack to the Jill, or is it the Jill to the jack? I'm not really sure, but let's keep going. This is the other guest or family room here for the bedroom. So you've seen the primary. You've seen 2 guests. So we have 3 in the main house. And you feel how separate they are? Feel how they're down the hallway here. So you don't have to feel, like you're on top of one another because the primary is all the way over here, completely separate. Let's end up going through the front courtyard. I was gonna put you on pause, but let's just keep on petering. And you have this little area. Now, here's the good part. You still have time, you still have space to put your own finishes. Very plain. This is vanilla. Why? So you could do something. If we did it all, it might feel like it's not your house. Someone did it all. This space is great. It's in between the main home and the casita. It's got windows. So if you put artwork out there, you're gonna love it. Here's the archway where we started. And this archway, I've seen, you can put a wrought iron gate here for privacy and security. And so you can do a lot more. And this is your space to do it. So you feel like you have really customized this house. It's already been upgraded. It's a double wham boom boom. Here's the casita. Here we are in the casita. And lovely thing about the casita, let me point out some things. Yes, you have your own air conditioning. What do we call that in the industry, people? That's a mini split. That's right. You can cool and heat this room independent of the main home. The main home does have 2 thermostats, so you're cool in bedrooms, you're cool in the common areas. And pretty typical. You got your bathroom here, so you got a full bath back here. You got your bedroom, you got a closet, we got a TV up. So this is where when guests come, they want to stay. Why? Porque? Because they don't want to be by you all the time. They want to stay at your house, but they like a little privacy, and so would you. This is Capistrano in La Quinta. It's new. They're still building more. You can get a D.R. Horton house, but like I said, you're not gonna get all of this. You're gonna get a product that is basically just walls. It's just dry walls, and you're gonna have to do everything. Did you know that about new construction? Is that you have to do everything. You have to do the light fixtures, the ceiling fans, the window treatments, the backyard. Your backyard is just dirt, okay? You don't want to be stuck with that. What are you, a builder? What are you, a designer? I mean, if you do those things, excellent. But I'm telling you, for the average guy like me and the average gal like you don't want to do that. You want to do a little bit. You don't want to do all that. So this is the home where you get it all. And does it get hot in the desert? Yeah, triple digits. That's 100, 105. Look out, it can get hotter than that. But you can be safe. And when you're out here, you're falling in love. Because there's 6 to 7 to 8 months where it's just, chef's kiss. It's gorgeous out here, baby. And you want to be out here for that. Now, if you're here in the summer, like I said, pop your collar, wear sunglasses, get your gloves on, wear a full-brimmed hat. Then you can attack the yard without getting burnt, without getting hot, and you are going to enjoy being out here even in the summer, because what happens when you get hot, people? You jump in the pool, you take a dip, and then we have these beautiful desert breezes, just cools you off. So 100 now feels like 75. These are the secrets of the desert. I love that you guys stayed with me. If you have any other questions, I'd love to answer them. It's been great. If you want to see it in person, like I always say, come with me, see what I see, and I'd love to show you. Give me a call.